maybe go live. There we go. Thank you. YouTube is very slow. There we go. Right then. I'm back. I go flash score. I'll try and flash score those scores crossed. No. I mean, if I go to there and I go share with screen one. Right then, and I go to there and I go share WhatsApp. Alright, shared. Yeah. Oh, we also forgot we got Champions League tonight, Championship tonight as well, and some League One. Yeah. We sometimes play on a Sunday and then play on a Tuesday. And then play on a Friday. And then play on the Sunday. How's it any different to what you're saying? Oh, okay. Exactly, and plus half our squad's injured. Well, let's just say we don't have a single left-footed player. We have nobody on the left wing, left defence. No, but all our players who would usually play in those positions are all like gone. Oh, the championship matches are starting. What game are you playing? Why? Okay. It's going to do championship matches, but okay. Because they're wrong. Yeah. I mean, I'll play this match and then I'll get back to Champions League and stuff. Yeah, good point. Oh, already 1-0. Well, I mean, that's an amazing start. Tell you what, also, if this stream does well, then I'll do another football one tomorrow as well. finish. Yeah. What? Create a club. I mean, we could, yeah. Where? Yeah. Where? Where would we play for? Where would we play for? Okay. I mean, we could. Yeah. Is there any like? Is there any like what's it called? Tryouts or whatever for it? Yeah. He's missed it anyway. No clue, but I'm quite glad that they did. Cross back in. Could go anywhere. Cleared. Yep. Yep, did. Nice. Yeah. So I think if I win this one, I'll be silver 3, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. And you got him when you're in plat. Crazy. Unranked should just play against bronze, silvers, and golds. Yeah. Right, then let's cut back to all the games going on. Okay, so I have all the games up there. Give me a live ping when someone scores. So guess we'll just go through some that have already finished. So Real Madrid beat Cagliat Almaty 5-0. Mbappe got penalty. Mbappe got 3 goals. Diaz 1 and Carving 1. We'll go through games that have already got scores in them. I mean, as I mean, Birmingham 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Your Connor, I can hear it echoing through the thing. Through the call. Don't know. Yeah. Okay. So Birmingham have scored. James Stainfield for Birmingham. 22. His third goal in 7 games. Pretty good start for him. I'm not watching your game. Preston could go 2-0 up against Hull. I mean, Preston, 10 minutes in, Preston could go 2-0 up against Hull. I mean, they're having a pretty good start to their season, Preston. Already in good playoff places. So. There we go, 2-0. 2-0. And Gateshead in 10 minutes, 3-0 up against Morecambe. Well, I definitely don't see a chance of a comeback for Morecambe. I mean, 3-0 down in 10 minutes. That is just shocking. Morecambe National League. Gateshead literally destroying Morecambe inside 10 minutes. And that will leave Morecambe rock bottom against them with only 1 win. Yeah, I'll see me. Yeah. Oh yeah, go and do it. Stara plays from Norwich. Yeah. No, I didn't think he would be. Yeah, Sarah should be shot. Sarah should be on the bench. Yeah. Harrogate have a chance against Huddersfield in the EFL Trophy. Yeah, Harrogate 1-0 up against Huddersfield. That is very big for Harrogate. And again, Huddersfield fighting to get promoted back to Championship. Couldn't do it the last 2 seasons, and now Harrogate from League 2, bottom of League 2, not in relegation though, but bottom of League 2 still. I've gone 1-0 against them in the EFL Trophy. Still group stages in that though, so I mean Huddersfield still have a chance of getting them back. But even more shocking, going back to the National League, 4-0. 13 minutes gone. 4-0 Gateshead against Morecambe. I mean that's just crazy. Yeah. I mean Preston 2-0 up against Hull. That would put Preston second. Still 3 points behind Middlesbrough, who are top. Yeah, I reckon Arsenal will do one against Liverpool. Yeah. Galatasaray, didn't they win their first game? Who did they play? No, Galatasaray lost against Frankfurt 5-1. 5-1. Dorking 1-0 up against Salisbury. In the FA Cup qualification semi-finals, I mean Dorking, since they founded in 1999, ran by their owner still. Longest serving manager in English football. I mean, they're through to probably the finals of FA Cup qualification, so well done to them so far. And that is a goal for Tunbridge Angels versus Cray Valley. Tunbridge Angels have scored in the 10th minute. They go 1-0 up against Cray Valley in, again, the FA Cup qualification semi-finals. These are the replays on that. So again, Tunbridge, not heard much about them, but they're a team. And they exist. In the Russian Cup, late on here, good chance for Ogdensburg against Akhmat Gronzi. And Ogdensburg have scored against Akhmat Gronzi. And they've taken the lead in that one. Don't know much about Russian football, especially anything outside the Russian Premier League, so never heard of any of those two clubs. But there you go. Okay, first matches in 8 o'clock matches in Champions League are kicking off now. Going to see some big results in there tonight. Games to watch out for. Probably Chelsea, Benfica, Liverpool, Galatasaray, Inter Slavia, Marseille, Ajax. And if Paphos can do something against Bayern, that might be one of the biggest upsets. Yeah, so. Oh, someone scores. No, I thought someone did. They didn't. Yep. Huh? I guess if you were like having conversation or just wanted it on in the background. Yeah, well, Amazon Prime. Oh, it's Germany. I was about to say. If Amazon Prime did the National League. I mean, going for a pretty quiet period. No goals to report. Oh, Bristol City 1-0 up against Ipswich. I mean, that's what I want to see. Defender gets his first goal for Bristol to join from Portsmouth. Decent. I mean, if we look at the live standings to see where Ipswich are, you can see. But I mean, if Bristol lose their game, Preston will be second. If Preston lose, Bristol will be second. If Bristol win, Bristol will be second. If Stoke win and Preston and Bristol lose, Stoke will be second. And if Stoke win by more than 3-0, Stoke will be second. Middlesbrough first. And if Middlesbrough lose their game and Stoke win, Stoke will be 1 point behind them. Dorking 2-0 up against Salisbury. They probably won that FA Cup match now. And that's a goal. First one in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid 1-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt. And I mean, the goal scorer is Raspadori, 25-year-old forward. I mean, he hasn't scored for them yet this season. He got 6 goals for Napoli last season. South Saulo, who played for before Napoli. Tends to do well in the Champions League by the looks of things. But apart from that, it doesn't look like he scored much other places. Good chance. Oh, correction in the Dorking game. The goal was offside. Lincoln about to go 1-0 up against Manchester United in the EFL Trophy. Manchester United under 21s. Yeah, there you go. Lincoln 1-0 against Man United under 21s. I mean, a good start for them for the second half in that game. So those games into the second half now. We'll run down EFL Trophy games as well. Notts County 1-0 against Barnsley. Aston Villa under 21s 1-0 against Peterborough. West Ham under 21s 1-0 against Reading. Just as I say that, Reading have got a penalty, so a good chance for them to equalise. But Reading have just missed their penalty against West Ham under 21s. Barnet Brighton under 21s 0-0. Harrogate 1, Huddersfield 0. Good chance for Marseille in the Champions League against Ajax. Will they score? Marseille have scored against Ajax. We'll get to that goal in a minute. As an upcoming non-league club, Walton and Hersham. I literally just was watching a video on them last night. They scored 1-0 up against Shoreline. Walton and Hersham, they've had 6 back-to-back promotions. They've had a promotion in the last 6 seasons. They're in the same league as Spalding. Not the same league as Spalding, but the same division as Spalding. And they've just gone 1-0 up, which will put them top of the league. We'll get to the Marseille goal now. Payaxon. Igor Payaxon has scored for Marseille against Ajax. 25-year-old forward. He's been out injured for most of the season, but he did very well for Feyenoord last season. Came to Marseille, got injured straight away. I mean, he's back and he's got a goal. What else could you ask for? I mean, we got Championship, we got League One, we got National League, Northern Premier Division, Southern Premier Division, FA Cup, EFL Trophy, Premier League Cup, Champions League, Premier League International Cup, Russian Cup, Scottish Championship, and the Liga, all on tonight. I mean, it's still coming up with penalty miss for Reading against West Ham on the 21s in the EFL Trophy. But I mean, Reading, they've been falling apart last few seasons. And again, another good chance in the EFL Trophy. It's Barnsley versus Notts County. That game is 1-0 to Notts County. Barnsley with a good chance to equalise here, though. Barnsley do put in the equaliser in that game. The game is now 1-1. Again, the EFL Trophy. Not really much to talk about in that. It's just extra games. Yeah. Yeah. FC Copenhagen manager said he's not happy with pitch conditions at Quarbag, and he says there's holes in the pitch. Yeah. Yeah, Inter haven't scored yet. Slavia Prague. Oh, look at Slavia Prague's record. I mean, if you go to Slavia Prague, let's look at their results. I mean, Slavia Prague, they very rarely concede more than one goal, and they haven't lost a match since May. It is. So I mean, Slavia Prague, I reckon they can hold on for a pretty long time. And how have Paphos not conceded against Bayern yet as well? I mean, they'll be the two biggest shocks if those clubs win. And that is a goal for Runcorn Linnets in the FA Cup qualification against Ashton United. They're 2-0 up now. And again, I think they're pretty much still in that game. Darlington versus FC Flyde. Again, another big game. Well, a big game in the FA Cup qualification, and Darlington won up in that one. A goal in a slightly important fixture, Aston Villa versus Peterborough. Aston Villa under 21s versus Peterborough. Peterborough have pulled one back. It is 2-1 in that game, 53 minutes played. Again, championship games, they always seem to start with barely any goals. And then towards the end, they start getting more goals. I mean, I know Hernandez only signed for Charlton like yesterday, but is he playing for? Hernandez is not playing for Charlton today. Marseille 2-0 against Ajax. Again, they've had an amazing start to that game, it seems. I mean, where will this put Marseille? Marseille will go 14th in the league table after they lost before to Real Madrid. Only 2-1 though, so Marseille, it could be a club to watch. Whereas Ajax, they lost to Inter 2-0. Losing to Marseille 2-0, two hard clubs for them. They might bounce back, but I don't know. Marseille, if we look at Marseille, he's came back from injury. 2 goals straight away. Maybe he's a good player. And who else scored? Blackburn have got a goal against Swansea, another championship early goal. And it's Cantwell. Obviously left Norwich, went on loan to Bournemouth, came back to Norwich, went to Rangers, left Rangers for Blackburn, and he's scored against Swansea now. He's got 4 goals in 7 games for Blackburn. Maybe he's regaining his form. I hope he does. But, yeah. Okay. Tunbridge Angels 2-0 up against Cray Valley. Probably sealed that game in the FA Cup qualification. Yep. Two. Oh, Bayern with a good chance against Paphos here. Penalty to Galatasaray. Goal for Bayern Munich. Goal for Bayern Munich against Paphos. Paphos, their defence not managing to hold on. No. Yeah. Yeah, well, big goal for Galatasaray there. They 1-0 against Liverpool. I mean, that is pretty huge for them. Osimhen, obviously the goal scorer, and then Paphos 1-0 against Bayern Munich. Harry Kane scored in that one. It's been 20 minutes. Give him some chance. You'll probably get like a late goal in like the like 80th minute, and then win. Oh, that is a goal. There's a goal for Morecambe. Morecambe have pulled one back at least against Gateshead. It went 4-0 down in the first 13 minutes. They pulled one back in the 33rd. Could this be a comeback on here? Probably not, but I mean, at least it's a goal. Good chance. So Tunbridge Angels here. They could go 3-0 against Cray Valley in the FA Cup qualification. Good chance. It's a goal for Chelsea, though, and a goal for Tunbridge Angels. Chelsea against Benfica. I was expecting Benfica to do better there, but Chelsea 1-0 up. Own goal. Okay. So, I mean, Chelsea won against Benfica. I mean, that's going to be an interesting game, I reckon, but Chelsea have taken the lead first. Slavia Prague, I give them some credit. They've held on 20 minutes against Inter at least. And Bo Glimmet as well, holding on against Tottenham. But obviously, the biggest shock of the night is Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0. Only because of a pen, but still. That won the line. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Bayern Munich with a good chance against Pathos. Can they make it 2-0, 20 minutes in? They do. Bayern Munich 2-0 up against Pathos. Who? Bayern Munich. Oh no, Galatasaray. Yeah. So Bayern Munich. It's a goal for Guerrero. Goal for Leicester. Goal for Leicester in the Championship against Wrexham. Just before the break in the Championship games, 1-0 Leicester. And also, there's the equaliser for Reading. They missed a penalty earlier on, but they've equalised against Reading under 21s now. So let's talk a bit more about Leicester goal. Where will that put Leicester in the Championship standings? If we currently take a quick look, Leicester will go third in the Championship standings. And Wrexham will drop down to 17th. Yeah. I think you said that you won 6-0 or something. How much did you win by? Mm. Well, Sheffield Wednesday put in an equaliser against Birmingham. That'd be crucial points for Sheffield Wednesday if they can secure them. That is, as well, they're obviously in the relegation zone and they need as many points as they can maximise. They are on a slightly good run of form at the moment, with a win against Portsmouth and a draw against QPR. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Sheffield United might finally be getting going. They won 1-0 against Oxford last week and they're winning 1-0 against Southampton this week. But against Southampton, 1 point off relegation, losing to a team in the relegation zone. Could Southampton be going down to League One? How are Slavia Prague holding on against Inter? Let's have a look. I mean, if you look at stats, 70-30, 8 shots for Inter. Yeah, Inter have dominated. Slavia Prague still holding on. What are these ads that I'm getting? Can I just there you go. goal, Edith 1-0 up against Truro in the National League. Let's look at the National League standings here. I need to know Truro are in the relegation zone, mainly due to not having enough money to travel. They did win last time out against Morecambe 5-0, but again, if they get relegated, they might have enough money to survive. So hopefully for them they stay up. The 1-0 down to Edith around mid-table. Lincoln have put in a second against Manchester United under 21s. I mean, that's a good goal for them. Bicali have scored against Hainsford in the FA Cup qualification. They're 1-0 up just before the break in their game there. Again, a good goal. Third chance for Marseille. Third goal, not chance. For Marseille, and Marseille again, they're 3-0 up against Ajax with 26 minutes gone. Scored, okay. Really is actually playing well for him. And the Russian Cup games are finishing. Augsburg beats Akhmat Garanzi 1-0. Krasnodar and Dynamo Moscow look like it's going to end 0-0 because it's only a group stage. Oh no, it isn't only a group stage. It's a group stage with a knockout stage in a group. So that one is going to go to extra time between Krasnodar and Dynamo Moscow. Yeah, Tottenham are still drawn against Boglint. Oh, 2 games that I did not expect to be like that. Brighton under 21s have scored against Barnet just before the break here. Barnet's defence cannot hold out, and Brighton under 21s have put in a goal. That means every game now in the FL Trophy has at least had 1 or 2 goals. Every team has scored against, apart from Barnet, Huddersfield, and Manchester United under 21s. And it's a goal. It's the equaliser of Swansea against Blackburn just on the break. Swansea have equalised. And I mean, Swansea mid-table, but Blackburn, they are going to need a win, as if teams like Oxford or Sheffield Wednesday pull out a win, or maybe even Derby as well. They are in pretty serious trouble, Blackburn. So they do need all points they can get. Dorking have actually got the second goal against Salisbury just before the break in the FA Cup qualification. Inter have finally broken through the Slavia Prague defence, and all those shots, all those chances have finally created one to go in. Inter are 1-0 up. Martinez goal. Second goal for Edith against Turo. Edith again dominating against rock bottom in the league. But Peterborough have made an outstanding comeback against Aston Villa under 21s. In about 5-10 minutes, Peterborough have gone from being 2-1 down to 3-2 up, and they're winning that game in the 72nd minute. Bayern Munich are putting a third against Pathos. That's pretty much beyond Pathos now, that game. And the third Bayern Munich goal was Nicholas Jackson. Darlington 2-0 against Flyde. Again, FA Cup qualifications. I've got to go at 9 o'clock anyway, so I'll only be doing this halfway through the matches. I'm gonna go at 9 o'clock anyway. Just spend time to watch something. Atletico Madrid could make it 2-0 against Frankfurt. Nice. Yeah, that is 2-0. Atletico Madrid. Yeah, once it gets half-time in the Champions League, I'm just going to go. Yep. Valencia have a penalty against Real Oviedo. Could make it 2 in the Liga. We'll put Valencia up to 8th. And Real Oviedo still in the relegation zone. Peterborough again, they've slotted in a 4th against Aston Villa under 21s. It's now 4-2 in that game. All the championship matches are ticking into half time now. I'll just quickly run through the scores in them. Birmingham 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Blackburn 1, Swansea 1, Bristol City 1, Ipswich 0, Hull Town 0, Preston North End 2, Leicester City 1, Wrexham 0, Middlesbrough 0, Stoke 0, Sheffield United 1, Southampton 0, Derby County 0, Charlton 0. Penalty though for Southampton against Sheffield United just before the break. See what's going to happen in that. But Inter have a second goal. Bayern Munich have a 4th goal. And Bodo Glimt have a penalty against Tottenham. Yep. So Inter 2-0 up against Slavia Prague. Second goal coming via Dumfries. Bayern Munich's 4th goal coming via Kane with a brace so far. And 1-0 to Bode Glimt from the penalty spot. Yep, against Tottenham. Hug scored that. And again, big chance for Bode Glimt to do well in the Champions League. And that is every single match in the Champions League with at least one goal. They have scored. It just came up on mine. Oh, they missed. They missed. It literally said on mine they scored, and then now it's just said they missed. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So Bode Glimt have missed their penalty. Half time in the Championship fixtures. Half time in the League One fixtures. Half time in the National League fixtures. Half time in the Northern Premier League. Half time in the Southern Premier League. Half time in the FA Cup fixtures. Penalties between Krasnodar and Dynamo Moscow in the Russian Cup. Charlton have scored against Derby County in the Championship. And if we look at that, it means Charlton are up to 6th. Derby County joint on points with the relegation teams. Yeah. Yeah. You might do. You might. I mean, I really thought Gateshead were going to run away with the game against Morecambe, but they haven't. It's only 4-1. So I mean, I report an ad and then it just shows me the same ad again. Krasnodar, the current Russian Premier League champions, have won on penalties against Dynamo Moscow. Good win for them, and they're through to the next stage in the Russian Cup. Oh, what? Can't even get rid of ads now. Why am I clicking? What? There you go, it's gone. Doesn't look like Liverpool. Yep. Nice. I mean, I reckon at least one team will get another goal before the break. I reckon it'll probably be Bayern Munich or Marseille. If I'm being a bit picky, I might say Slavia Prague, put one back against Inter. Yeah, probably. Yep. Yeah, probably. Castleyton? No, not Castleyton. Rio Overlead there have scored against Valencia late on. Puts them fourth. No, 19th on 4 points. Tell you what, would you be happy if Champions League group stage ended now and you were 16th? Don't know, you might be. How do 24 teams get through to the next? Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Exeter 1-0 against Brentford in the under 21s Cup. Very late goal. It's still a bit for them. I mean, Castleyton. No, not Castleyton. Real Oviedo turned it around against Valencia. 2 minutes to go. They are now 2 up and they heave themselves out of the relegation zone. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see who wins. Yeah. No. Paphos could get late. First half goal against Bayern Munich. Paphos have pulled in a goal against Bayern of the Munich. So Bayern of the Munich do not keep a clean sheet. The goal scorer against Bayern of the Munich was Orsic. Mm. Atletico Madrid are 3-0 up against Eintracht Frankfurt. Goal scorer was Griezmann. Leauge fatigue. Leauge fatigue. Half-time in Champions League matches, guys. I mean, that's been a good stream. I'll see you in the next one because I'm going to do something else. Goodbye.